I've decided I'll be your Mockingjay, but I have some conditions. Peeta and the other tributes, Joanna Mason and Annie Cresta, will be rescued at the earliest opportunity. He will receive a full and unconditional pardon. No punishment will...
What's up guys, it's the Film Teen, back again with another video, and today we will be discussing The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1. This is the third movie in the Hunger Games franchise, and I'm not gonna lie, I don't really like the last two movies that much. I mean, I can honestly defend the first two, but these ones... Anyway, it was a hard watch. And I was reluctant to finish the series, but I figured, hey, I might as well finish it out on a boat of comedy. Maybe. Hopefully you guys like this. So once again, thank you so much for clicking on the video. I mean, subscribe, like, comment, it helps me a lot. I'm just having a lot of fun doing this YouTube thing. So, without further ado, let's talk about The Hunger Games Mockingjay Part 1.
No.
Right off the bat, the first scene of this movie is incredibly purposeless. I mean, Katniss wakes up from a nap or a coma in an undisclosed location and walks towards a room that has Finnick. So she tries to speak to him, but he gives her a bunch of expositional dialogue that explains everything that happened between the first two films and the last two films. I mean, it's just... It made me very nervous for the rest of this movie. So, after a lot of long, slow storytelling where she walks places, they decide to take Katniss to the remnants of District 12. And she gets there, and it's a pile of heaping ash that's still smoking. I mean, I'm very sorry, but I don't understand why there is still smoke. I mean, there's no fire, and long story short, this is dumb. And I feel like the slowness really stands out in this movie more than it did in the first two, because Catching Fire had new characters and an exciting mystery arena, but this movie has none of those things. So it quickly gets boring and feels aimless most of the time. And Katniss constantly wailing over Peeta is still annoying. I mean, someone tried to defend him in the comments in my other videos saying that, oh my gosh, he did Katniss such a huge favor during the television show. But I mean, seriously? Nothing that he's done has ever mattered. I mean, sure, he told everyone that Katniss was pregnant, but that lie didn't get them anywhere. They still had to go and fight in the arena. People still died. I mean, that basically served as nothing but a bunch of shock value at best. Not to mention the fact that she completely ignores Gale, the taller, more supportive man that stays by her side the entire time, who, by the way, has already expressed his feelings towards her, and she forgets him for a man that sells them out on the TV? Really? But despite Peeta continuing to exist after the third quarter quell, the rest of the supporting cast is still charming. I mean, we get to see more of Philip Seymour Hoffman in this film, Woody Harrelson is still the life of the party, and they even add Julianne Moore to the bunch. I mean, they really don't give her that much to do, but I like Julianne Moore. And after a lot more slow storytelling, they finally decide that they need to take Katniss out into the battlefield so they can film her returning to battle, fighting the Capitol and igniting the rebellion. So they head to District 8. Why? I don't know. But as soon as they get there, a bunch of plot-planted Katniss stands are there to save the scene. So they get to film their propaganda video, and Katniss delivers a long-ish monologue about how the Capitol is burning down the districts. And I didn't even notice this when watching the movie, but someone pointed this out to me on Letterboxd, that although Katniss claims that the Capitol set the districts on fire during the rebellion, her and Gale literally shot down 2 fighter helicopters, and when they fell, they caused multiple explosions. But hey, she's the Mockingjay. She can do what she wants. It's cool. And oh my gosh, when they get back to the freaking district and play the propo video, it's so cringy. I mean, everyone's cheering for the end, but they use this really generic metal clanking noise for the freaking font? I'm gonna have to play it in my own video because I don't think I can find a clip. But if I find the sound, here it goes. Yeah, it was pretty cringy. And when it's time for Quinn to announce Katniss's demands to rescue the people that weren't rescued before in the Quarter Quell, Finnick shows up once more for his second and final appearance in this movie. Then Gale and Katniss start to argue after watching Peeta cry out to them on TV. But I mean, it's a really dark scene and they're in the cafeteria, but they're the only ones there, so why is the TV on in the first place? I mean, is it just always on? It didn't show them turning it on. It never showed anyone turning it off. And what time is it? When are they broadcasting these interviews? So overall, the argument leads Katniss to the decision that she feels as if she needs to show the world the remnants of the broken District 12. So they head there on one of their flying jets. And once they get to District 12, why is the camera angle so low? I mean, this guy is really focusing on the wrong things. And back at District 13, Beatty's technology is cringy as ever. And he's a scientist, right? I mean, how does he suddenly know how to hack? And surely there's somebody else at District 13 that had to be running the computers before he got there a few days ago. So I mean, why don't we meet any other new characters this time around? So the Capitol finally decides to attack District 13 with a bunch of airstrikes. This causes the people to have to flee to a bunch of bomb shelters that they have underneath the living quarters. But I mean, what is the purpose of anyone here? They just like eat and watch TV all day? What have they done? We don't even get to meet any of them. And then Katniss gets mad at her sister because she risks her life to save the stupid cat. And I'm sorry, but I'm not a cat person. And if you are, why would you like this cat? It's so mean. And besides that, she's only seen the cat for like 5 minutes. I mean, she claims that she wouldn't be able to live with herself without it, but what has she been doing the entire time of the movie? But what has she been doing since the movie started before Katniss went and got the thing? Anyway, I digress. After the bomb shelter scene, I began to catch my reflection in the TV, and I picked my acne because it was more interesting than this movie. I mean, I'm really sorry, but if they just used a little bit more visual storytelling instead of making everything so expositional, this would have been way shorter and way more interesting. Matter of fact, this could have just been the first part of the Hunger Games movie. They didn't need to add a lot of the things in here, but they did, and they did. So after the attack, the districts try to send a rescue team out for Peeta. Meanwhile, Beetee is filling the airways with videos of Finnick so that he can block the signals or something. I don't know. But what I do know is that Finnick's Pro-Po videos heavily imply that President Snow used poison to remain in power. So did no one in the Capitol notice that anyone who's ever had a meeting with the president just came out dead? I mean, has no one tried to bring justice towards Seneca Crane? Also on Finnick's broadcast, he begins to tell stories to a bunch of impoverished, starving people of the districts about how once he became rich in capital wealth, secrets became more valuable than any other source of income. Really? I mean, this sounds really familiar. Final take on this? I give this movie 2 stars. 1 star for Woody Harrelson and another star for the scene where Jennifer Lawrence is acting as a bad actress who can't act. I like Jennifer Lawrence though. Don't hate on Jennifer Lawrence. Come on guys. I mean, anyway. Gosh, these 2 movies are terrible. But will I watch the next one? Probably. Anyway, thank you guys for watching so much. Overall, I hope you enjoyed this content, and I really hope that you guys have a good day. I have a letterbox if you guys are interested, and if you follow me on there, you will probably get a heads up on my video ideas because I post movie reviews there before I do it here. So, you can follow me there at The Film Teen, and I hope you have a fantastic day. Once again, please like, comment, subscribe, anything like that. I mean, I really love to interact with you guys. So, see you guys in the next video. Bye.